receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oklahoma Sooners. Comes out for their first possession today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. It's going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. He's found some room at the 45. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Sooners.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to punt it away.
He's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. He'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Mateer. Hits the running back in the flat. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets the first and still running. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point makes the lead 11. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the second time. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the return and heads out of bounds. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Great move there. Tackle made after a big gain.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it, you still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. First down and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Past the 30. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Snags the quick throw. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. There's a run call on 3rd and goal. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. You made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Number 32, on to kick it away.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle made after just a short gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To the air, it's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. Wide open downfield. Here he goes. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Oh, my gosh. This offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not... options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Sooners. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
To throw, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And tackled after a small pickup there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the same runner's got it again. Breaks into open space. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Pounding away with the run game. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Back to throw. It's Simpson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
Number 32 on to punt it away.
He'll field it close to midfield. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That was clutch. Should be enough to secure this upset. And Kirk, we talked about this matchup late in the season. Big implications, and the lower-ranked team has emerged as one of the teams to beat now looking ahead of the playoffs.
That was exactly what they needed to put them in control of their destiny the rest of the way. A key win that should at the very least lock them in for a playoff spot and put them in the good mindset the rest of the season.
Second down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Tatum. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing on the play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Homer Memorial Stadium. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a...
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big guy smells it. Touchdown Sooners! And they strike first. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70.
They've got a first down here to open the period. It'll be a draw. Oh, he's got a chance. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands. It's Sategna. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Still looking on the move. With the catch, it's Sategna. They get him out of bounds, a couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's...
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hardy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Hardy. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Mateer. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but after the fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Tatum. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown! Oh! The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got it. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Tatum. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Power football with the run. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he runs it impossible. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the move. Running to Green. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets away from one, finds room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
A 3rd down try for the offense. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
This drive will open from the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got him. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the 1st down, but he did pick up 9. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Using the quick game. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Hardy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. 1st down here for the offense. Corners are going to bail. How much fun was that? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.